People who reconnected with the one who got away. What happened? I used to work as a male escort, and I was contacted by Stacy, a stunning 37-year-old who wanted me to take her V card. She was so beautiful, she could have had men paying her for services. So the fact she was calling me made me a little scared. Either way, when I arrived at her house, my jaw literally dropped. She had prepared an entire southern dinner for me and welcomed me in as if I was her own. We exchanged pleasantries, and after the meal, she led me to the bedroom. She then asked me to take my top off and dance for her. I obliged, and she started blushing and covering her face with a pillow. I then began initiating things further, but she suddenly stopped me and completely broke down. "I'm not ready. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me," she yelled. She burst into tears immediately. I kneeled down beside her to ask what was wrong, but she wouldn't answer. She just kept crying. After consoling her for a minute, she regained the strength to speak and started opening up to me. Turns out, the reason she had never done the deed, despite being so pretty, was because she had gone through things that made her terrified of intimacy. The thought of doing anything intimate, even consensual, freaked her and brought her mind back to the hundreds of times that she had been taken advantage of. I just held her for a while. We spent the day with her teaching me to bake donuts, hiking around her local park. And when it was time to go home, she asked me to spend the night. I just want to wake up next to a man and feel like a loved wife. My heart broke for her, so I said yes. We cuddled each other to sleep, her nuzzling her head into my chest and thanking me for making today her best day in years. I woke up earlier than her the next morning and prepared an omelet for her before leaving. There was something special that drew me to her, and it wasn't just her looks. She was a broken soul. I think that's what it was. I never expected her to call me again, but a few days later she did. I felt a warm feeling inside me when I picked up. She apologized immediately, saying she had something to tell me, and begged me not to get mad at her for it. She said she'd pay me to come over so she could tell me in person, as she couldn't say it over the phone. The entire car ride over, I was anxious as hell. But when I finally showed up, I found her with her eyes red from tears. Turns out she had cancer. Terminal brain cancer. Doctors said she had 12 months to live. Later that day, she told me there was nothing she wanted more than to experience actual intimacy, at least once in her life, and asked me to help her break down that mental boundary. I took her V card that day and did it as gently as I possibly could. She cried afterward, thanking me for making her dying wish come true. What hurt so much is that, over her last year, I truly fell in love with her, and she fell in love with me. But of course, fate had other plans. We explored every fantasy she had together and shared so many special moments. She was a part of my life that I knew was doomed to end, but I never had the strength to close the chapter, until it was closed.